Now may I offer an important note of caution. An erroneous assumption could be made that if a little of something is good, a lot must be better. Not so. Overdoses of needed medication can be toxic. Boundless mercy could oppose justice. So tolerance without limit could lead to spineless permissiveness. The Lord drew boundary lines to define acceptable limits of tolerance. Danger rises when those divine limits are disobeyed. Just as parents teach little children not to run and play in the street, the Savior taught us that we need not tolerate evil. Jesus went into the temple of God and overthrew the tables of the money changers. Though he loved the sinner, the Lord said that he cannot look upon sin with the least degree of allowance. His apostle Paul specified some of those sins in a letter to the Galatians. The list included adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, wrath, strife, seditions, heresies, envyings, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. To Paul's list, I might add the regrettable attitudes of bigotry, hypocrisy, and prejudice. These were also decried in 1834 by early church leaders who foresaw the eventual rise of this church amid the frowns of bigots and the calumny of hypocrites. The prophet Joseph prayed that prejudices may give way before the truth. Hatred stirs up strife and digs beneath the dignity of mature men and women in our enlightened era. Paul's list included uncleanness. As members of the church entrusted with its holy temples, we are commanded that no unclean thing shall be permitted to come into his house to pollute it. That assignment requires great fortitude as well as love. In former days, disciples of the Lord were firm and would suffer even unto death rather than commit sin. In latter days, devoted disciples of the Lord are just as firm. Real love for the sinner may compel courageous confrontation, not acquiescence. Real love does not support self-destructing behavior. Our commitment to the Savior causes us to scorn sin, yet heed his commandment to love our neighbors.